What if you could massively improve your sports videos, even make them go viral with just a few clicks only? In sports videography, visual effects can really make a big difference. But as a beginner, they can be very scary and hard to produce. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you where to find super easy to use presets that will allow you to create professional looking sports videos in just a few minutes. Hey guys, my name is E. I'm a professional sports videographer with experience in the NBA, the NFL, the UFC, and the NHL. And the purpose of my YouTube channel is to give you the tools and knowledge necessary to start your own sports videography careers. And today, I want to achieve that by introducing you to the world of presets. Presets are predefined settings applied to a video in a single click. They are designed to simplify the editing process by allowing users to quickly apply a certain look, style, or effect to their videos without manually adjusting individual settings each time. Presets are ideal for beginners for two main reasons. First of all, they allow you to get very professional results even with very limited skills. And two, they are a great learning experience because they often show you exactly how the sausage is made. More on that later, but first, let me show you where I get all my presets. Personally, I use Motion Array for all my needs in terms of presets, plugins, animated graphics, overlays, and templates. And just to be clear, Motion Array are sponsoring this video, but that's not the reason why I'm using their platform. I've actually been using it for years at this point because I find it extremely convenient as a one-stop shop for all the things I've just mentioned. As a matter of fact, for the purpose of this video, I was looking for presets that could dress up the three clips that you're watching right now to make them a bit more dynamic and give them a more professional finish. I already searched on Motion Array for assets that I thought would work well for this and saved my favorite ones. I have three presets. The first one is a glitch transition, the next one is an RGB hit transition, and the third one is a punch hole transition. Keep in mind that just because they're called transitions, it doesn't mean that you have to use them in the traditional sense between two separate clips. My intention is to use them as a transition between something that's about to happen and the very same thing that's actually happening. I know it sounds a bit vague and weird, but trust me, you'll understand once we get into it. Also saved a few overlays of lens flares and smoke that we may or may not use. We'll see. But let's not waste any more time and start dressing up our sequence. Alright, so before we start, I just want to mention that on Motion Array, you can download presets for Premiere Pro, After Effects, Final Cut, and DaVinci Resolve. I use Premiere Pro myself, so that's what we're going to be using today. If you want to import those presets in Premiere Pro, it's super easy. You just go into your effects window, right-click on the presets folder, then click on import presets, and then you just need to find the preset that you just downloaded. I will click cancel in this case because I already imported this preset, but otherwise, yeah, that's all that needs to be done, and you'll then be able to find the new preset inside the presets folder. So let's actually start with the glitch transition using this football sequence here. And by the way, just to be clear, there's a cut there in my football clip, but it's not an actual cut. It's just that, you know, the exposure was very different where the quarterback was as opposed to where the receiver was. So I just made a cut and color corrected both shots differently just so that it looks good. So yeah, just disregard this cut right here is what I'm saying, but we'll actually use that as the middle point because what I want to do is add a glitch effect basically from the moment the quarterback releases the ball to when the wide receiver catches it, because I wasn't very good at tracking the ball. We barely see the ball in the screen while it's in the air, so might as well use a little glitch transition instead of nothing, basically. So every time you want to add a preset, I recommend you could put it directly on the clip itself, but that would mean that the preset would apply to the entire clip. So we're trying to do transitions here. So what you want to do is use an adjustment layer, keep it pretty short. I typically go for like 10 frames and then I'll make it shorter or longer afterwards if need be. But 10 frames in situations like this is usually pretty spot on. So by going back to my project window, I've got an adjustment layer in there already. I'll just drag it onto my sequence. I'll move it exactly where I need it to be. And then I'll just go back to the effect window, select let's go, let's not overcomplicate this. Let's just grab the first glitch effect in the pack and see what it looks like. It's subtle, it's pretty quick, but I think it does the job. For our second preset, we'll use this basketball sequence right here. I think this time we'll use the punch hole transition. We might even use it twice. Let's use it here where the pass goes back to the guard, and then we'll use it again for the alley-oop pass. So here again, we'll go grab that adjustment layer and then go back to the effect window and go to the hole punch transition. Use, I don't know, let's try the last one, see what it looks like. I have no idea, to be honest. But these ones need rendering definitely. So let's just put the second one before we do that. We'll put it here. So back to the project window again, grab my adjustment layer, back to the effect window, and then grab another punch hole transition. But with this one, I can already tell that it's a bit too much. I want to tone it down a little bit, see the footage a bit better. So what we'll do, we'll select the adjustment layer, go to the effects controls window. Let's switch the blending mode to linear dodge and the opacity to 75%. And for our last transition preset, we'll use the RGB looks and hits. I think we'll put a hit right after she kicks the ball into the net. So in a case like that, it's important to make sure that we, first of all, we keep it short. So I'm gonna use 5 frames instead of 10. And also make sure that it's after the kicking motion, not during the kicking motion, because the shake is a result of the kick. It's not happening while she's kicking. And yeah, that should look good. Yeah, I like it. That's all right. But then what I'll do, I'll add another transition. This time I will go for a 10 frame one. I'll put it here where you see there's a pan from the goal to the team celebrating, but it's dragging on a bit. I'm gonna sort of fast forward to the moment where they're all getting to that spot where they're celebrating together. So I'm gonna cut a big chunk in the middle of the pan, basically making the most of the movement and the motion blur, and going back, we'll go up to here. So get rid of all that, add an adjustment layer again, 10 frames, should cut it this time. We'll center it over the cut, add another hit effect. Let's just go with the first one. Again, just keep it simple. And let's see what this looks like. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to add all these presets. As soon as you understand that it's all about adjustment layers, it's really just drag and drop. As far as the overlays, let's just add one just so I can show you how it works. I think we'll use the football sequence. I might just add a little bit of, what I'll do, I'll add a bit of speed ramping. I'll make the transition between the catch and him sort of celebrating. I'll speed that up. And then just when he sort of points forward for the first down, I'll drop the speed down, and that's when the overlay will show up. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll just go where it slows down, add our overlay. We'll use the lens flare one, make it the right length, obviously. Change the blending mode to screen. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's all right, but I could make it a little bit better by maybe adding a LUT as well. So you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I've got the perfect LUT for this. Actually, one of my LUTs, shameless plug. I'll add my Hall of Famer LUT, which will give it a bit of a washed out, sort of dreamy look, which will fit well with the lens flare, I think. So yeah, as you can see, whether it's overlays or presets, it's super easy. It's drag and drop. You just maybe change a bit of duration here and there or a blending mode, but that's about it. Ultimately, it's a super easy way to make your sports videos way more dynamic, and that way keep the viewers engaged at all times. All right, so for more details about Motion Array, their subscriptions and pricing, all that stuff, make sure to check the link in the description. Otherwise, I've been sent a few things lately for me to review on my channel that I'm very excited about. First of all, I got this A7C Mark II that Sony lent me, so I'm looking forward to test that. Also got Ulenzi sent me this external fan that I'm very curious to try, because I've tried the first model that wasn't so great. This is the improved model, so I'm gonna film an entire game with that, probably with both actually. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss these upcoming videos. As usual, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.